welcome to Holt Stadium for this non-conference matchup between Bakersfield Christian and your San Luis Obispo Tigers. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the national anthem. Thank you. Now it's time to meet the players. First, from the visiting Eagles. Number 0, Waylon Hufford. Number 4, the captain, Ty Wadman. Number 7, Dwayne Figures. Number 8, Madden Ryan. Number 10, Massimo Haregi. Number 11, Grant Bentley. Number 14, Colton Thorson. Number 15, Ethan Watson. Number 17, Adriel Ponce. Number 18, Simon Nykamp. And number 21, Drew Gillet. And now, the starting lineup for your San Luis Obispo Tigers. Number 8, Thomas Alvarez. Number 6, Ezra Brooks. Number 9, Ian Cabrina. Number 22, Chris Camp. Number 0, Robbie Humphrey. Number 25, Severin Lunsford. Number 10, Caleb Mantilla. Number 18, Alex Ochoa. Number 11, Gio Ramirez. Number 4, Max Ranta. And number 17, Abe Sudnilneth.
Okay. Just whenever's appropriate.
Okay, what's some information about it?
We're selling brownies. Yeah, we're selling peppermint brownies and snickerdoodle with hot cocoa just for $5. And it's a slow HS Garden Club fundraiser. That's it.
Okay, where?
It's right across the snack shop. Across the snack shop.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Concessions are open too.
Okay. At some point?
Yeah,
okay.
at some point.
Cool. Fans, welcome in to Holt Stadium. Another beautiful night in San Luis Obispo. Another chilly night as well. We have ourselves a non-conference matchup between the Slow Tigers and the Bakersfield Christian Eagles. Eagles have been struggling so far this season. They've had 3 ties already, only 1 win. They're trying to pick up win number 2 tonight. Had a bit of difficulty doing so. It's hard to do it when you score 6 goals and allow 8. That ratio is just
not cutting it for winning ways, but the Eagles are trying to turn it around this evening at Holt Stadium. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everyone. My name is Nate Mills. I'll be calling play-by-play tonight for this matchup. You can follow me on social media at N805 Sports, wherever you like to social media. As we're getting the action early, as Thomas Alvarez is going to take a free kick here. As Waylon Hufford, the goalie for Eagles, sets up his line, and there's a shot on goal. He taps it away. Rebounding it for San Luis Obispo is Giovanni Ramirez. Ramirez's pass to Lunsford got intercepted. Now this one's going to roll out of bounds. The Tigers are coming off a dominant victory against Santa Ynez from last night. They went down to the Pirates' territory. They won 4-0. Feeling high after that, especially after that big loss they took to San Marcos a few games ago. Ever since then, they've won 2 games straight. That was a 7-2 loss. Going down to Santa Barbara for that one. First look of the evening for Ramirez and a diving stop from Hufford. And in those last 2 games as well, those 2 wins that they got since the big loss, the Tigers have outscored their opponents 7-1 in the past 2 games. That would be a recipe for wins, as a shot from Cabrina goes way over the crossbar. Tigers sitting at 2nd place in the Mountain League. They're behind Santa Maria. No league games have been played yet. This is all based on overall records. So Santa Maria is 5-0-2. So they're in first place so far this evening. Let's take a look at Bakersfield Christian. They're kind of doing a similar thing as Rockland High School did last night. I called it the Central Coast Swing. They're doing a mini version of that. Bakersfield has an overnight stay here as they play at Tascadero tomorrow morning, as Lunsford centers it to Alvarez. That goes over the crossbar again. So slow attacking early. There's a similarity between both the men's and women's program here at the high school is that they waste absolutely 0 time getting to work and trying to put the ball in the back of the net as soon as possible, as Thomas Alvarez is going to set up here, the captain, for a corner kick for San Luis Obispo, the first one of the evening. Penalty box spread out, bunches up quickly. Center ball headered by Cabrina is whiffed. Trying to get it out of there were the Eagles, but Ramirez stopped it. And it looks like it touched him last. Here's a goal kick. San Luis Obispo without one of their seniors on defense tonight. Sam Allen with the bleach blonde buzz cut. Unfortunately out this evening with a concussion. Saw him in high spirits, though, on the sideline with the boys, especially in warm-ups, getting them ready to hopefully get the lads set on a 3-game win streak. They just have 2 right now, 1 more. That'll make it an official streak. Loose ball. Cabrina has it. Pass into the middle. Cabrina stops it with his face. Alvarez tries to kick it in the air. He falls down. Was looking for a whistle there. I don't think it looked clean to me. He tried kicking it midair. He left his feet and fell down. So the whistle blew, and now it looks like Bakersfield Christian is going to actually be the one with the free kick. Waiting for the whistle. They get it. Heavy press. Alvarez has to force it back to his defense. Alvarez fighting for the ball again. Now it's Ramirez. Ramirez gets tripped up. Whistle blows. So Ramirez draws the penalty, and now here's a free kick for the Tigers. Alex Ochoa was there on the play as well, looking to clean things up, but didn't matter. The whistle blew before anyone could do anything. Here's Alvarez. Kicks it. No one around. And there's a shot on goal, but it gets smothered by Waylon Hufford right away. I believe that was Max Ranta, the captain, with that shot on target. Ranta with 2 assists on the year, making for 2 points. The senior defender. As it's been all Tigers so far in this first half. This early first half, I should say. Here's a deep ball all the way down the other side of the field. And a foot race with Dwayne Figures. As it looks like it touched a Tiger last, so it's going to be a throw-in. This one's going to be taken by Adriel Ponce for the Eagles. Long one near the goal line. Humphrey is there. He gets his first look tonight, first action here. As he rolls it over to Chris Camp. Tried to send it over to Lunsford, but Madden Ryan put that one out of bounds as Ranta tries to get some things going for the Tigers. Sanilnith sends it downfield for Ramirez. Just a little long. Here's Ponce again. High ball, playing 6 flags up. Sanilnith got a chest on it. It comes back to him. Pass back to Ochoa. Here's Ochoa again. Gets tripped up, grabbing his lower leg. It's looking like a left knee. He and Adriel Ponce were going after that ball, and Ponce clipped him on the lower leg. And gingerly walking around is Alex Ochoa. There's the junior forward. There's another free kick here going to be taken by Alvarez. First substitution of the game. It's going to come from Bakersfield Christian, William David Underwood. Lunsford is trying to get open. Getting pressed by Drew Gillay. Alvarez centers it. And an almost goal, a little high on the crossbar once again. The Tigers have been missing high early in this game. It was Gio Ramirez that shot on target. Alvarez's kick looked to be a little too high for anyone in the area, and Ramirez came flying in, but a little too much heat on it. Here's Ochoa. Alvarez chips it out of bounds. It's been all Tigers for the first 10 minutes of the first half here. San Luis Obispo hosting the 1, 2, and 3 Bakersfield Christian Eagles at Holt Stadium on this Friday night in slow. Here's a loose ball, slide tackle. Fighting in the box is Cabrina. Ball goes out. Looking like a corner kick for Slow. So another opportunity to get on the board early for San Luis Obispo. Thomas Alvarez is going to wind up here. Here they come. Here's the kick. And that looks like it was headed by Ethan Watson. Gets it out of the vicinity, but this time they're going to throw it in. Severin Lunsford's going to be the guy. Last time on the broadcast, Lunsford had 2 goals one night and headed in, almost touches the inside of the net and just not enough. as Waylon Hufford was there. I was uncertain who got their head on it. It was a combination of multiple players, I think, on that play. It was a loose ball, touches the left post. So Tigers come up empty on that possession once more as the whistle blows. I think another sub coming in here for the Eagles. And checking out there is Colton Torson. Here's a throw into Figures. Loose ball. You're not going to out-tackle Lunsford. Lunsford wins that battle as it touched Haregi last. Another throw in right away. Lunsford to Mantilla. Mantilla out on Haregi. Tigers creeping their way up the field via the throw-in. And it's been Severin Lunsford who hasn't had to move far from the line. Here's a deep shot towards the goal. Touched on the outside left foot of Drew Gillay, trying to get it out. Just over the crossbar. Here's another corner kick for the Tigers. Slow's doing the hard work to get themselves in the position to score. Now they just have to capitalize. Here's Alvarez. Ranta. Way over the goal once again. And Max Ranta still looking for his first goal on the season after Thomas Alvarez sent it towards the middle. On that corner kick. Emphasis on the chilly night here in Slow. We're seeing the wind pick up here at Holt Stadium, watching the tent down on the field, down on the sideline, blowing a bit. And between the legs of Ramirez. Now it's going to be Ochoa getting it into Cabrina. Cabrina loses it. Alvarez recovers. Right foot. Goal! After Waylon Hufford deflected it, loose ball, and Bakersfield Christian scores on their own goal. So San Luis Obispo catches a break there, and they get on the board 1-0 with 26 minutes remaining in the first half. And Thomas Alvarez had a great look. He had some space. Wasn't a bad shot either, and Hufford, an even better save, just deflected it off instinctively. But unfortunately for the Eagles, it touched off the left foot. I think that was Adriel Ponce who was going after it. Now the Tigers are trying to do it again, this time in their own power, as that pass to Cabrina gets intercepted and then eventually launched out of bounds. Figures racing after it. But it will be a throw-in for Slow. Ochoa to Ranta. Ranta, right foot roller, wide left. Here's a goal kick for Bakersfield Christian. Sword fight, midfield. Slow comes away with it, trying to go to Cabrina. Stopped by Nykamp. Sanilnath has it. Covered by 2 defenders. Ochoa back to Sanilnath. Nice move. Brooks to Camp. Now here's Ranta. Ranta dribbles. Brooks left foot, Sanilnath. Trying to make some progress upfield. Here's Cabrina. Cabrina, now Alvarez. Right foot, goal! Bangs it back on the top right 90. Thomas Alvarez with the shot and the second goal of this game. This one earned by the Tigers. 2-0 slow. You can sense now that Slow starting to smell the blood in the water, and they're just attacking after a mistake like that on Bakersfield Christian. They can sense the lack of communication and sort of the reeling of what just happened on the possession before that Alvarez goal. But now the Bakersfield Christian Eagles have to find an answer. So this doesn't become an avalanche of goals against them. And the first guy to do it is going to be David Underwood with the throw-in to Figures. Ends up with Alvarez. Alvarez deep shot to Cabrina, but just a little too deep, as Hufford's going to collect this one. Here's Figures. Contested. Back at midfield. Fighting for that possession was Ramirez. I think we'll see some substitutions in for the Tigers. We'll see Caleb Mantilla come out of this one. He has 2 goals on the season, but he's going to check out. We'll see Angel Gomez in this contest as well. (2-0) San Luis Obispo with about 20 minutes remaining in the first half. We're about halfway there. Goals have come from the Eagles scoring on their own goal. And an absolute banger from Thomas Alvarez outside of the penalty box. So Nilnith sends it far on the top side of the field to Lunsford. Lunsford over to Gomez, who just checked into this game. Back to the forward. Picked off. Ranta tried to steal it. Unsuccessful. Drew Gillet now. Loose ball again. Cabrina's going after it. Getting tripped up was Horegi. Ball still in play. Now it's not. Cradling the left shin is Grant Bentley. And now gingerly jogging over to his spot is Bentley. And a throw in from the Eagles. Goes right out of bounds. Chris Camp quickly gets it off. Now Cabrina, deep shot, left foot. He sees downfield. Ramirez. Just a little too long. Another change of possession. Sends it to midfield. But there was Ezra Brooks. And it touched Brooks last as that goes back out of bounds. Throwing in again is David Underwood. Gomez. Now Lunsford. Lunsford top side. Sees Cabrina open. Trying to beat his man. Slide tackle. Goes out of bounds. Here's another corner kick for the Tigers. It was Massimo Horegi taking that one out. As now we're going to see Grant Bentley, who is grabbing that left shin waddle off to the sideline as he has a substitution coming in. I think that looks like Nathan Pasanik coming in for Bakersfield Christian. Under 20 left to go, and this was actually a goal kick. I thought it was Haregi who touched that ball last on the tackle. But they're going to say it was Severin Lunsford, as this ball sent to midfield is going to end up with Dunning. Dunning over to Alvarez. Trying to go back to Alvarez again, picked by Ronk. Ronk sends it to midfield. Ranta dribbling. Great footwork by the defender captain. Trying to fight for possession. Very clean slide by Ramirez, who steals it. Dunning wasn't ready for it. Ramirez sliding all over. Great hustle trying to go after the ball. Some good defense here at midfield, but it ends up with the Eagles. Stolen by Ranta. There's Gomez. Change of possession again. Just trying to find someone to have solid possession of the ball at midfield. It was just going back and forth and back and forth. We're going to see Max Ranta, though, eventually take a free kick at midfield. Inside foot to Dunning. Goes past number 15. Now here come the Eagles. Chip shot over to Figures. Him versus Ranta for the ball. Ranta can't find it. Figures tries to go behind the legs, but it goes out of bounds. Getting a foot in there was Alex Ochoa. And now Bakersfield Christian deep in Tiger territory are going to try to have an answer here. 17:23 left to go in the first half. Deep throw in the penalty box. Two heads, ball rolls out. Eagles will try it again on the throw in. Here it is. In the box. Heads collide, whistle blows. Now Tiger ball. Here's Robert Humphrey. Had a quiet night so far at the keeper position as he sends it over to Dunning. Dunning getting shoved, keeping the legs moving, still has the ball. Over to Lunsford, who was open. Lunsford cuts into the middle. Back to Severin. Alvarez open. Left foot off the shin of Hufford. And he kept it in play. The refs are going to say play on. Here's the right foot. Diving. Save to his right was Hufford again. Some good awareness by the captain, senior midfielder. I thought that ball was going to roll out of bounds, but he hustled right to it, got another shot off. But gracefully, Waylon Hufford got another hand on it, but it's going to result in another corner kick for Slow. Here's Alvarez again. Center ball. No one's got it yet. Out of the penalty box now. Eagles have it. Ochoa through the legs of Alvarez. Alvarez then tries to put it through the defender David Underwood's legs. Unsuccessful. Now here's Cabrina. Center ball. No. And Jacob Ronk is just going to swat that one away for another corner kick. Some more subs. We're actually going to see Thomas Alvarez come out of this one. He's been a great weapon so far in this first half. Probably just getting a little breather here on the sideline. Throw into Dunning. Left foot. Here we go. Tigers again. Cabrina. Off the foot of Hufford. And I think this is a corner for the Tigers, and they're uncertain on who's taking it right now. I think they finally got a man to step up here. Believe that's Gio Ramirez. Ramirez centers it, header just over the crossbar once again for the Tigers. Flying in was on that play. Looks like, I think that was Ian Cabrina. Actually, no, it was Ezra Brooks. And yes, that was Gio Ramirez taking that corner. That's going to end up in a goal kick for Bakersfield Christian. As here's a sub for the team in white coming in. That's going to be Dominic Icardo. Whistle blows, and they'll try again on the goal kick. So I think they're wanting to get Thomas Alvarez his rest after scoring that goal and contributing mostly to that own goal by Bakersfield Christian. He had the shot on target, and the Eagles just mishandled it, but he played a pretty heavy role in that. Alvarez also scored last night against Santa Ynez. Here the Tigers again. This one stays in bounds. Looked like it was going to go out for a sec. Looks like the wet grass stopped it. And getting tangled there was Cabrina. Throw in by Ochoa. Dunning trying to get separation. Sends it back to Lunsford. Lunsford, left foot pass. And absolutely just fighting for it there. On the top side was Jack Dunning. Just doing everything in his power to get that ball. We're going to have some more subs coming in for San Luis Obispo. Looks like Luke Oatman's going to see the field for the first time tonight. Here's a corner. No chance there. But trying to recover it is Gomez. Ends up with Ranta. Ranta back to Gomez. Gets intercepted. Sending it down for Figures. And just beats them to the sideline. Now it's a turnover once again. Just over 10 minutes remaining in the first half. 2-0 San Luis Obispo. Lunsford. Far sideline. Sees Dellinger. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Bakersfield Christian here. They get it in. Heavy press by the Tigers. A shot downfield, just a little too long, goes out of bounds. Squabble at midfield. Close quarters passing. Ranta has his pass deflected. It dribbles over to Hufford. Hufford rolls it in. Lunsford tries to go after it. There's Camp. Camp ends up with it. Tries to get it to Oatman. Here's another shot downfield. It's a foot race with Nathan Pasonic. And he loses that one. Robert Humphrey. Here's Ranta. Dunning. Dunning again. Outside of the right foot over to Ranta. Ranta having difficulty finding an open man, so Camp is just going to send it downfield. Here come the Tigers again. Open is Luke Oatman. And Oatman watches that one go out of bounds. Under 10 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Tigers holding it down 2-0. Here's Lunsford right outside the box. Right foot goes wide left. Another shot on target for San Luis Obispo. As we're going to see, Dwayne Figures gets subbed out of this game. You know, he's their forward. He's their guy that they look for that spark, and they send those balls downfield for him to go after it and score, but really he hasn't been used a whole lot in this half. They've been living on the defensive side the whole time, so I think they're just giving him a break here. Get him locked in for second half as Oatman, little chip shot, and a whistle blows. Quickly, Eagles send it downfield. Nice header, Ranta. Header in response by Ethan Watson. Now Camp. Lunsford loses it. Fighting for it with Torson. Lunsford trying to beat two men. They fall behind him. Makes a move inside. Makes two moves and makes a man slip. Center ball. Swatted out of there. Here's Dunning trying to make something happen. Moving farther away from the goal. Luke Oatman trying to control it. Gomez. Creating space outside the penalty box again. And another corner kick for the Tigers. And we have some new players checked in. And I don't know if you've noticed, I'm not saying their names. Neither of them are on the roster. So I'm uncertain of who these players are. I don't want to make any assumptions here. Number 2 and number 20. Here's a corner again for Slow. They come up empty. Here's a goal kick. Eagles setting up. Left arm goes up and down. Short pass up top. Ball in play. Whiff. 2 in pursuit. And Hufford is there. Whistle's going to blow. They get a free kick. Tigers tried to catch the Eagles sleeping. They had a free kick and the whistle blew and no one looked ready. So San Luis Obispo was frantically trying to put it on the ground. Ref blows the whistle, so now they're going to have time to set up here. Inside of the penalty box, looks like Ranta is going to be the guy to take it. As a army of white jerseys covers the goal. Ranta shot, deflected, out of bounds. But the Eagles aren't done yet. They're going to have to go defend another corner, and I think Chris Camp is going to take this one. Camp gets set up. Here's the corner. Header right into Hufford. Good awareness by, I believe that was Severin Lunsford. But it was just right into the clutch of Hufford. Eagles now have it. Dunning tries to steal it. He does. Gets it over to 20. 20 puts it ahead of Lunsford. He runs after it. Still running after it. 2 men on him. Whistle blows. And palms are up for Severin Lunsford. Free kick deep in Bakersfield possession. They get it in. Oatman, heavy press. Eagles just trying to get out their own territory. Lunsford on the over pursuit. Down the other sideline, Dunning trying to take it, spinning around, and that's actually Ochoa trying to take it and spinning around. Brooks takes one off the abdomen. Ezra Brooks just took an absolute shot from number 21, Drew Gillay. Tried to hammer that ball downfield. Ezra Brooks might have just had the wind knocked out of him. He's slow to get up, crouching in the catcher stance, bent over. He's waddling back onto the field. Drew Gillay trying to show he's sorry. But now we're back in play. Whistle blows. Lunsford was fighting with Colton Torsen for the ball. Here's a deep shot towards the goal. One hop right to Robert Humphrey. After the roll in, chip shot, Chris Camp. Ochoa. Gomez. 20 up top. Gets it to Lunsford. Here comes slow again. Lunsford, center ball, deflected out of bounds by Haregi. And wouldn't you know it, it's another corner kick for the Tigers. Once again, Chris Camp, the senior defender, going to be the one to take it. Game clock goes dark. Now up to the discretion of the refs here. Here's the corner header, too high. Looks like they're to call halftime here. But the Slow Tigers strike first. They're up early 2-0 off an own goal from Bakersfield Christian and a banger from Thomas Alvarez. We'll be back here after half in about 10 minutes to watch the Slow Tigers host the Bakersfield Christian Eagles on the Tiger News Network here on YouTube.
Good, dude.
Nice. It's so hard to not say you got hit the balls.
Yeah, you did a great job covering that. That was great. I was like, everyone knows that universal crouch over.
I was like, he got it.
Everyone knows what happened.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Tiger fans, this is a reminder that the snack bar is open. So during halftime, go ahead and grab those tasty treats. Also, the Garden Club is holding a fundraiser selling brownies and hot chocolate for $5. They are right across the snack shop. So go ahead and support Garden Club if you can.
How are you guys all doing up here? Good? And then I confirmed with Adam, you guys are allowed to get things from the snack bar. If they want you to pay, just let us know and I'll set the pay for it. Yeah, of course. How you doing in here, Nate?
Good. I had to, when, what's his name? When Ezra got hit, I had to, like, not say it was in the nuts. I was like, it's the abdomen.
Oh, I didn't even hear you. On the broadcast
Yeah.
part? Oh, no, you got nailed.
I know.
You had a pretty good seat of
Oh,
it.
yes. I was like, that was so nuts.
No, that was rough.
That's not
Poor
right.
guy. Poor guy.
That own goal was crazy.
Yeah, it's so bad. Then he punched the ground. I was like,
I was like,
relax. And the rest of the half, he was like yelling at his teammates.
He was?
He
Oh,
was.
I didn't see that.
He was.
Oh,
and I
my
was like,
God.
oh, dude. Not like meanly, but like directed, you
Yeah.
know. Which, like, good strategy to get you down, but that was an own goal.
Well, I was saying that, like, I'm sure that they were, like, getting a little mental, especially after Alvarez just, like, absolutely banged that one. Like, he had the curve
Oh,
on
it was
it.
so nice.
It was
yeah.
sick. I was like,
Absolutely.
oh,
Like, you could feel that was going to be a goal after his first touch.
Yeah.
And even that own goal, though, there was like a lot of cool stuff going on in here. I don't know the captain's name, but he's this little stud, the one that had that goal.
Yeah, Alvarez, yeah.
Alvarez, so he like had it. He was like, come to me, and like doesn't even look, but like does something with 3 people on him. It goes through that, and that's when the other kid took the shot, kind of missed it, and then it went off and went in. But
Yeah.
it was a really good like playmaking going on.
Yeah,
with
for
Ward.
sure.
So they're fun to watch. We are definitely the better team. The score's not reflecting how much better.
Yeah, there should be a few more goals, especially considering how many corner kicks we're taking. I feel like there should be a little more.
Should just have Severin throw it in on the corner.
Dude, his
serious?
throw-ins are basically corner kicks.
Crazy.
I was like, oh
That's
my
I
God.
know. So he's a water polo goalie.
Oh, okay.
Well said too. Are you trying to fight a sickness or coming on with one?
No, this is my
Just like honey.
this is my trick, yeah.
Got it.
For my voice. I forgot it last night.
Oh, that's funny.
I was in shambles.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh? In the house.
Well, it started with when I played baseball. I had a coach. He was kind of a, I want to say like hippy dippy, but he like was also super mental and like talked a lot about like eye hand. Like he like made sure I was good at ping pong and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
We played this game like where we had like, he's like, you know, like those stress balls, kind of like the foam ones, where you like hit it off the wall. You have to like punch it. So he was like,
Oh,
super, he
cool.
was super into that stuff. But
It's very important. For
Yeah.
hitting, for sure.
and he was like, what I recommend, like, and I was struggling bad. I was a sophomore in varsity. I was terrible that year. But he was like, you know, like before every at bat, like, just get like a tablespoon of honey, and it's like natural sugars. Like it's nothing like phony, but like
Process.
it like locks you in like just long enough for your at bat, because like you get like a tiny like sugar rush
Absolutely.
for like 2 minutes, and then it goes away.
Mhm.
So like before every at bat, I would like that. This was like my thing. Like
That's funny.
I'd have a honey thing
Cool.
there. And then now that I'm broadcasting, I had like, you know, I've had broadcasters like, oh yeah, like honey is really good, like in between innings or in between.
I made my own cough drops recently, and I
Oh,
did,
yeah?
ginger and lemon and like
Oh,
it's
nice.
mostly honey. And
Yeah,
then you melt it all down and pour it, like, just put little droplets.
Mm-hmm.
They work.
Yeah.
Super fun.
That's what I did with
this summer, it was funny because like you would think I was like sick. It's like 80 degrees and slow, and I'm like broadcasting with honey, cough drops, and like tea. And
Yeah.
Like, are you sick? Like, no, I'm just trying to.
I love
preserve.
tea though.
I know, me too.
Yeah, that's funny. No, I played softball, so I'm real big on the hand-eye coordination thing.
Oh, yeah.
And paper motion.
Oh, yeah.
And like, yeah, kind of, I don't know. It's important just to be adaptive
Mhm.
because you don't know where the ball's gonna be, and so you have to get your hands used to coming at a couple different angles, with also repetition of like body angles.
Yeah.
That's fun.
He had me do the what's that board where it's on like the cylinder and it's like the wood board.
Indo board.
Indo board.
That's what I got my boyfriend for Christmas this
Really?
year. Yeah, we snowboard a lot, and I had an
Oh,
Indo board,
nice.
but I lost it sometime in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So I just got a new one. They're expensive though.
Oh, are they?
They're like
I just used
$250.
his. Really?
Yeah, you can. It's really good for your
Oh my
stabilizing
God.
muscles. Though,
Yeah.
it's great.
He would do this thing where I'd have to be on the Indo board and he'd have two tennis balls or I think it was lacrosse balls and he would throw one and then throw it into his other hand and then throw it and we would go like this. So I'd be on the Indo board like.
That's fun. I would do the same things as a catcher, so I would like kind of get into a squat position, just do framing.
Right. Yeah.
With it.
Mhm.
That's cool. Good tricks. Oh, that was what I was gonna say, because the sugar rush thing. My dad would buy me a box of Micanites
Mhm.
and a Gatorade, and I just had the box of Micanites like all throughout the game, and it's not as good as honey, like
Right.
natural sugar.
But it's the same concept.
Same concept, yeah. And I would like bring them out to the umpire and be like, "You want a candy?" And they're like, "Yeah, totally." You know, and I'd just be sitting there like,
Then you're getting calls.
kind of sometimes.
Yeah.
It was like a love-hate thing with me because
Yeah.
I wouldn't shut up, but I also like was fun. But I'd call them out, and I'd be like, "Really? I didn't move." Like,
God, I hated catchers like that.
that was me. No, I had fun with them. They all liked me still.
Especially during like showcases, like for colleges.
Oh, never
And-
like that for travel for some reason.
Yeah.
It was a lot more serious for me. My high school team, I was a starting freshman like
Okay.
on varsity, so
Yeah.
it's like by the time I hit my senior year, I was already committed to volley, and so
Mhm.
I took a lot of things like less seriously.
Yeah.
And that was definitely one of them, was behind the plate. That wasn't like my travel ball position.
Mhm.
That's just really heavy.
Okay.
Hello.
All right.
Good. I got the best seat in the house. I'm starting to get a little chilly though, so I might go get my jacket.
I think the gate key brings to go. Right? Isn't it 6:30?
Tickets. Oh, were you trying to get a hold of me maybe?
I don't have your number, but I was like, I'm sure I'll see her. So I think
Alright, I will go.
she just needs to like
Count.
take the cash box or whatever.
Yeah. Alright, thank you.
Yeah. There needs to be a heater up here.
Huh?
So there needs to be a heater
Oh
up
my
here.
God. Well, that's why I'm closing the doors.
Yeah, that's
'cause
smart.
Yeah.
You have the window. See, I have to keep the window open.
Oh, that's.
For the camera, I was gonna have it shut. I was like,
Well, that's why because I'm usually in there, but then I saw that there's a camera going towards the scoreboard. I'm like, I won't put the glass.
Yeah,
on.
I was like, is anyone on the live stream? It won't matter right now if I close the screen, but
Are people watching? How many people are
I
watching?
honestly don't even know if I can see it. Yeah. If I can find it, if I go on. For Bakersfield? For us? Oh. I don't know. I'm over here trying to. But honestly, if I can get pieces for like the center, so maybe they brought up a couple kids.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we do so.
There's 5 on the live stream. Alright, gentlemen, 40 more minutes. Fun.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back into Holt Stadium here at San Luis Obispo High School. Last we left off, it's 2-0 Slow Tigers after an own goal from Bakersfield Christian and a nice shot from the captain, Thomas Alvarez, who checked out of this game in the middle of the first half. I feel like this game, the score of this game is not necessarily indicative of how dominant San Luis Obispo has been. I mean, really, they've been living in Eagle territory the entirety of this first half. And right out the gates, they're doing it again here. Obviously now flipped on the opposite side of the field. We're switching sides after half. It's looking like the same lineup that came out of that went into the locker room at half is going to show up here, as we're going to see the first corner of the half for the Tigers. And yeah, they had a ton of opportunities at the corner kicks for San Luis Obispo, but they just couldn't capitalize. But here's a center ball. Header goes out of bounds. Trying to head that one in was Luke Robbins. Just a little too much. As it's now back with the Eagles. They're trying to make something happen here. Any sort of spark to get something going. As here's some wheels by Figures in pursuit with Ranta. And I think Figures touched it last. So we're going to see a throw in from San Luis Obispo. Pretty good pass trying to send it over to their speedy forward. But Ranta just outlegged him towards the ball. Got some clarity on 2 and 20. I apologize for not saying the names. They're not available to me on the roster sheet. But I believe it's some JV players being called up playing varsity tonight. That must be why they're not logged on to Max Preps yet, as there's a slide tackle from Alex Ochoa. He's going to touch that one last, and it rolled out of bounds. Here's a throw-in. Headed, then scooped by Humphrey. Ball back in play. Here's Gillay. Gillay just a little too long, out of bounds once again. Taking their time with that goal kick, but they eventually get it in. Lunsford backing down Torsen, and Ranta's going to send it downfield for 2. Touch last by 2, the new JV kid on the block. On the throw-in is Simon Nykamp. Nykamp gets it in. Sanilnath had it. Now Ranta. Chip shot. Try to get to Cabrina. Cabrina still trying to go for it. 3 heads in a row. Now it's Mantilla. Top side of the field. Knocked out of play by Gillay. Here's a chance for Tigers back in enemy lines to really just put their mark on this game. They have that 2-0 lead right now, but like I said earlier, not necessarily indicative of how they're playing. This could be a way larger lead as this shot on target goes above the crossbar. I believe that was Alex Ochoa trying to send it for the 3rd goal of the game. But the Eagles are now just going to tap it in. Ball hugging the line. They keep it in play. Here's a shot for Torsen. Torsen's trying to go get it, and Ranta just swats it away out of play. Awfully long run there to retrieve the ball for the throw-in. Really, that is what has been mostly considered with the stoppage time here. We saw it in the first half. Not a whole lot of injuries. You know, we saw Ezra Brooks take one into the gut earlier. That stopped some time, but really after the game clock went dark, wasn't a whole lot of waiting around after that. Could be seeing the same thing here, though, as we're about 5 minutes into the second half. As Cabrina is trying to find Lunsford, but the whistle blows. Once again, a long route in the retrieval of the soccer ball again. All this for a throw-in by the Eagles. Out of bounds right away. I feel like this is a play we see a lot in this game, especially. The throw-in immediately going back out of bounds, immediately changing possession. So we just saw it again. Now it's going to be Sanilnath trying to find Cabrina. Here's a towering shot. Headed by Robbins. But that one goes out of bounds. Robbins tries to head it again. Pass over to Cabrina, gets intercepted out of bounds once more. It's Sanilnath. Fighting for possession at midfield. Now a whole clash of gold and black jerseys in pursuit of that ball. Yet somehow it was still last touched by Drew Gillet. We'll see Sean Jefferson get this one in. Jefferson, the junior defender, recently checking into this one. Side spinning throw in headed by Jefferson. Cabrina trying to go after it. Lunsford trying to steal the ball, unsuccessful. Good defense, Jefferson. Here's Simon Niekamp with the throw, another side spinner, and another header from Jefferson that goes out of play once again. Bakersfield, this time with some pace. Throws it into Haregi. Back to Haregi. Cuts outside. Great defense, Jefferson. Steals the ball. Gets it over to 2. Up top, Cabrina. There's Cabrina again. He saw an open lane, and that was actually Mantilla who saw some real estate to go after the goal. The ball was stolen. Now sword fight. Who's going to come up with it? Loose ball. Figures fighting for it. Just taps it back. Little tug of war here. That piece of tape in the middle of the rope is just staying over the line. Jefferson. Sanilnath. Just playing a game of keep away as Mantilla trying to run away with it. Flight's canceled early, and it's going to roll to Robert Humphrey, who's going to scoop it up. I believe that was Adriel Ponce who got it out of the area there. And now heavily pressing is Gillet. Once again, Tigers pinned back into Humphrey, and that was a dangerous look there for the Eagles. Almost completely stolen by Icardo. Lunsford wins the battle for possession, and it gets chopped out of bounds by Gillet. Here's some subs, and the captain, number 8, Thomas Alvarez, is going to come back into this game. He had that goal in the first half, and he was a heavy contributor to that own goal by the Eagles. And he will say hello once more on the pitch. We're going to see Angel Gomez come in as well, the sophomore forward. Trotting with the ball is Sean Jefferson for the throw-in. Gets it into Mantilla. Mantilla loses it. Stolen again by Angel Gomez. But I think he clipped Ethan Watson. Holding that right ankle, I believe. And he's still down on the ground, rocking back and forth. And I think Angel Gomez tried to kick the ball, but instead he caught the entirety of Ethan Watson's leg as he has a large limp trying to stay in this game. He's got to take a break to walk any further. And I can't see him staying in this game much longer. He's having trouble even walking to the sideline. Yeah, we're seeing some players take their hoodies off. And now he's going to need some help from Dominic Icardo to get off the field. First really big stoppage time of the evening, really. And I think it's going to be Grant Bentley, number 11, who will replace the injured Eagle. Taking the free kick is Niekamp. Sends it downfield. Ranta returned to sender. Ball walking on the tightrope. Staying in bounds. Coach is there. Hands it off to Jefferson for the quick throw-in. He saw the vision over to Alvarez, but Bakersfield Christian saw it sooner. Got right to the ball. As getting tripped up down the far side was Ian Cabrina. He loses it. Now in pursuit. Top side is Robbins. Goes out of bounds. Under half an hour left to go in the game. Still 2-0 slow. As we're seeing saw the leading goal scorer for the Tigers check into this game. That's Thomas Alvarez. And speaking of subs, we're going to see another one here for Bakersfield. Hudson Sally is going to take the throw-in now, as he is fresh off the bench into this game. And also William David Underwood rechecks back into this one. Ball in the penalty box. Taken away. Number 20 trying to get after it. Loses the race with the ball. And Hufford's going to send it back to midfield. Alvarez not in time for the Gillet chip shot. Mantilla tangled up trying to fight for the ball. The whistle blows. The free kick for Bakersfield Christian. Here's Niekamp. Sends it to the goal. Losing possession is Humphrey. And I can't even tell what just happened there. Goal or no goal? Yeah, I don't think that one went in. Yeah, no goal there. Robert Humphrey lost possession of the ball. It went right into the mitts, just over his head. It slipped right through his hands. It was a little hard to tell, and there were so many different reactions out on the pitch. There was happy Bakersfield Christian players, upset ones, and the same for the Tigers. But they called it no goal. A huge opportunity blown by the Eagles. That would have been quite a momentum swing, especially against a San Luis Obispo team that just hasn't been able to completely shut the door on opportunities that they've had to score goals and really put this one away like really they should. As a reminder, the Tigers are 3-1 on the season so far. They're riding a 2-game win streak. You can't just see me, but I did air quotes streak. 2 games, technically not a streak. But on pace to make it one with a win tonight as they're leading 2-0. Eagles back at it. Stolen by Mantilla. Max Ranta just puts it away. Yeah, a confusing moment here on the pitch. And Bakersfield Christian having a bit of a mental night. This has kind of been the story of this game so far. It's kind of mental mistakes. They had that own goal in that first half, like we all saw, partially contributed by Thomas Alvarez, but nonetheless, it was an own goal. And then they allowed Alvarez to just have a wide open lane and just punch it through the back of the net. That was a heartbreaker. You saw frustrations, tempers flying, frustrations beginning to rise. And now we just saw a huge blown opportunity here for Bakersfield Christian. So now, if you're San Luis Obispo, it's up to you to just put that nail in the coffin. Just absolutely bury them mentally with another goal. But that's going to have to be put on hold as the whistle blew for a free kick here for Bakersfield Christian. Grant Bentley, who's in this one, came in for the injured Jacob Ronk. He's going to get a shot here with the free kick just outside the box. Getting lined up. Waiting for the whistle. Bentley shakes his arms. Here he comes. Off the crossbar. And a sigh of relief from the San Luis Obispo bench. As Grant Bentley was this close to preventing the shutout. Just a little over halfway through this second half. As Gio Ramirez heads on over to the sideline, and Luke Oatman will replace him. Oatman, the junior forward, got his first goal against Santa Ynez last night. We'll see if he can replicate it again here. As an interception from the Eagles. Alvarez had it. Now over to Gomez. Sanilnath having trouble controlling it. Ty Wadman, he's got it. But Alvarez is there again to steal it. Passing it back to Ranta. Still playing keep away with Bakersfield Christian. The intensity switch has turned on for the Eagles. Sanilnath gets it out of the area. Nice move, Oatman. Now here's a chance for 20. But Simon Niekamp is just going to boot this one into the bleachers. A throw-in for the Tigers. Heads it 3 times. Another header from Ochoa. Now Jefferson. Jefferson tried to feed it to Mantilla. Out of play. Last touch by Bakersfield. Could use one of those Severin Lunsford long throw-ins. Here's one that looks just like it, but it's a one-hop to Hufford. Every time Lunsford gets that throw-in, it almost looks like a corner kick, like when they're down there on the opposing side of the field. Might as well be a corner kick. He can just loft that thing into the box. Sonilnith to Alvarez. Wadman's there to stop it. Mantilla can't stop the downfield pass as Ranta over to Humphreys. He sends it to midfield. Alvarez dodges the slide. Wadman has it. Here's an open space for the Eagles. And some good defense by the Tigers to get it out of play. A really good look canceled by Cabrina. Here come the Eagles again. And caught in the air by Robert Humphrey. Humphrey taking his time. Overhead throw. Here's Mantilla. Alvarez. Alvarez tried to send it back to Mantilla. Over pursued it. Turns it over. Pass to no one. Shoving his 20, whistle blows. A little too handsy on that play. Can't do that, especially when you have Bakersfield Christian, who's starting to heat up here, is starting to figure out a plan on how they can score on San Luis Obispo, a team that is on paper, I'd say, better than them. Here's a shot near the goal. Ranta header. Alvarez now header. Controlling it is Gomez. Gomez loses it. Center ball. Good defense once again by the Tigers. Now they're going to try to get to work. But it's another pass back going to Ponce. Ponce trying to find one of his forwards, but it's taken by the Tigers. Here's Alvarez. Nice move to make Gillet miss. Alvarez getting hold, and there's the obvious whistle. Grant Bentley just held Alvarez in pursuit of the ball, and he just went down, and pretty clear penalty call there. Ranta from midfield. Up top, Ochoa. Rolling out of play. Last touch by Oatman. The low throw in. Bentley tried to back foot it. But now Mantilla's got it. Alvarez dribbling. Here's Jefferson. Sees 20. Can't contain it. Slips on the ball. Tigers moving the ball around. Not staying in one place for really more than half a second. As Torson shoots it off Jefferson's leg and goes out of bounds for the throw-in. And a yellow card on the bench. The ref sprinted over to the bubble on the sideline and threw up the yellow card. Must be on coach. Not sure what kind of chirping is going down there on the sideline, but clearly one of the referees was not happy about it. Tensions rising here at Holt Stadium. Still a pretty close game at 2-0. Just under 15 minutes remaining. Not counting the stoppage time here. Line drive throw in. Good header, Niekamp. Back to Jefferson. Sanilnith hears footsteps. Tries to get it off. He does. Jefferson with the wind picking up. Trying to find someone open. Pass to Robbins goes a little awry. Mantilla keeping the legs pumping. Ranta to Jefferson, who now dribbles. Almost picked by Wadman. And just a fist fight at midfield as the whistle blows on another penalty. As Drew Galley was slow to get up there, holding his right hand on the lower back. And Niekamp passes it over top side to Ponce. Change of possession. Here's the Tigers. Here's Mantilla. Passes a little short to Gomez. Alvarez trying to take it now, but it's Niekamp who has it once again. Bentley back to Ponce. Wadman in the air. Wadman shoves Mantilla twice. Finally gets the whistle call on the second one. Field setting up for a free kick. Deep shot with the left foot. In the area was Angel Gomez, but it just went a little too long. Looks like it was last touched by a Bakersfield Christian defender. So the Tigers are getting another chance at scoring here with a corner kick being taken by Thomas Alvarez. Alvarez sends it towards the middle. The ball gets taken out of the box. Bit of a scuffle there for a second. There was a chance as Hufford lost control of it while he was on his knees. And the Eagles defense prevents another opportunity for the Tigers. Here they are again trying to create one. As Jefferson has it, hugging the sideline, keeps it in play, over to Gomez. Gomez with some space, calling for someone to get open, and a little chopper to Hufford comes up with it. And the story has been going this game, doing all the hard work to get there, but just can't quite close the door on those possessions where they get so dangerously close to putting one into the back of the net. Talking about the slow Tigers here. Here's Sanilnith over to Alvarez. Alvarez outside of the foot to Mantilla. Loose ball, Alvarez winds up right off the shin. He takes the toe of Drew Galley. Yeah, Alvarez with a big windup on that kick right into Drew Galley. I think Galley tried to defend it, and his toe caught the shin. And look, guys, I know this is California, but it's cold out here tonight. So that injury is going to hurt a little more. Taking a shin burger like that would hurt a little more than if it was, in the middle of the day. It's about 50 degrees right now, plus the wind chill. I mean, that's no joke. What also is no joke is having an injury like this for the Tigers. I mean, Alvarez has been one of the more electric players this evening and really this season. I mean, it checks out. He's one of the team captains and got the experience as a senior, the midfielder. So that one's going to hurt for the Tigers coming down the stretch as they have to hold on to Bakersfield Christian with little under 10 minutes left to go in the game. As Angel Gomez is trying to go after it. Here's a chance for Gomi. Gomi makes a man miss, centers it. No one's around except for Dunning. Yes! Jack Dunning, the sophomore midfielder, comes off the bench and puts up the third goal of the night for the Tigers. He was a little delayed getting to the spot, but when he did, he rainbowed it just over the reach of Waylon Hufford. That's got to feel good for Slow. A huge payoff for the Tigers as they now lead the Eagles 3-0. 8:30 left to go in the ball game. Loose ball, Oatman going after it. Mantilla, collision with Bentley, no whistle. Mantilla finds 20, shoulder bump. Icardo knocks it out of bounds. Short throw in, Senilnith. Right away, another throw in. Different look on the throw in, trying to go deep with Mantilla. Right foot banger, but stopped by Hufford. Good look there. I mean, that came out hot from the foot of Jack Dunning again. And right in front of his chest was Waylon Hufford to stop it. Ranta header. Ranta's been in this matchup the entire time. No breaks for the senior captain. As Mantilla showing some grit, steals it. Another header for Ranta. And falling on Mantilla is Galley. And Galley has had so many moments this evening where he's collided with someone or kicked a ball into someone's gut. I feel like he's been the guy to have the hand on the player immediately after a play happens and they're on the ground. Some bad luck for number 21 this evening. As Ranta is going to wind up here for the free kick. Here it is. What a shot from Max Ranta! Wow! Ranta pointing to the crowd. They're hyped for the fourth goal of this game. A laser beam for the senior. As he matches the goal count of this game with the number on his back. Max Ranta from deep. I think the Tigers are breaking the seal now. They're really smelling the blood and making the Eagles pay. If they can get another one here, I feel like that was already a pretty big dagger. I feel like the third goal was a big dagger for this game. But now, as we're about 5 minutes left of game time, this one feels pretty over. Not sure if that's correct grammar, but that's just what was in my heart. Crowd still reeling from that exciting goal from Max Ranta. A laser beam burrowing into corner of the net. Hastily, Eagles take a free kick. Sanilnath had it. It was Gallet. Loose ball. Sanilnath. Jefferson. Loose ball. Sanilnath again trying to control it. He does. Crowd loves it. Hugging the line. Only man near the ball is Niekamp. And Niekamp shoots it towards midfield, slightly over the head of Gallet. Robbins tries to take it, but then Gallet's right there. Sanilnath shoulder to shoulder with Gallet. Robbins comes in to help. Here's comes Gallet, and a great slide by Max Ranta. Completely clean slide. They're going to play on. And another great slide, this time on the Eagles side. Icardo, also clean. Some flashy defense late in this game. And some more good play from Max Ranta. As getting shoved is Luke Robbins, and there comes the yellow card. Grant Bentley getting frustrated here as he draws the yellow card. Not sure what's being exchanged down on the field verbally, but I'm sure that had to play into that card as well. So he knew right away. He just trotted right off the field. And so coming in for him is Jackson Woodward. And here's Ranta. He's got the hot hand. He's going to take the free kick from midfield. Referees exchanging words with the head coach on the sideline for Bakersfield Christian. No card, though. Still chirping. Handler on the shoulder. And now, for the first time tonight, Drew Gallet is going to take a break. Almost at the 2-minute mark left in the game. As Ranta's waiting for the go-ahead signal to take the kick. He gets it. Here's another line drive in the box. Ball bouncing around. Going after it is Oatman. Oatman still fighting for it. Whistle blows. And now we're seeing some shoving. Lots of shoving happening here in the box on the Bakersfield Christian side. And people are running to the spot quickly. Luke Oatman in exchange of words with Grant Bentley. And there's still some chirping going on. They're holding back Caleb Mantilla. Now the referee's yelling at Coach. Coach is just trying to stand up for his guys here. Referee calling for Sanilnath. He's saying 17. He got the number wrong. It's Luke Oatman. I mean, Luke did throw a shove after all. Not sure what the ref is calling for here. I believe I said it was Grant Bentley who shoved. It was Dwayne Figures who was involved with Luke Oatman. And Oatman gets that yellow. So the game clock goes dark after tensions rise here. I mean, all the Tigers can really say is scoreboard. You know, you're down 4-0, and now you're picking a fight. And Coach gets another yellow. Not exactly sure what's being said, but it appears that the yellow card has been a quick trigger this evening, as the sideline has drawn their second yellow card of the evening. And really, no party wants any of this. I mean, this game is essentially over with the game clock being dark, and it's The Eagles down 4-0. Really, they're just running off adrenaline from, the shoving and the trash talk happening right now. But, based on that, it's not going to be enough to put up 4 or even 5 goals with the time left remaining. Another clean slide from the Eagles. Looked good. Tried to get it to Sanilnath. He can't control it. Bunched up at midfield. Trying to get separation. A clash of two teams. Dunning had it. Now Mantilla. Someone trying to take sole possession. For a second, it looked like it would be Jacob Ront there. But the ball went out of play. Now it's up to the referees to call this game here. The head coach for the Tigers still talking with the referee on the near side. As Jefferson over to Sanilnath. Tried to feed it to Gomez, but left it a little short. Robbins botches the head. Here's Ranta. High in the air. Giving chase for Gomez. Out of play. Eagles with the throw-in. Taking their time. In play. It's David Underwood. Back out of play, and the refs are going to call this one. The Slow Tigers are officially streaking. A 3-game win streak for San Luis Obispo as they win this one against Bakersfield Christian 4-0. It got chippy towards the end there, and it took a while for the seam to break open, the ceiling to break open for the Tigers. They got so close all evening, but then some flashy goals from Thomas Alvarez and Max Ranta, putting San Luis Obispo ahead of the Bakersfield Christian Eagles 4-0. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this edition of Slow High Boys Soccer here on the Tiger News Network on YouTube. This is Nate Mills. Did your play-by-play this evening. You can follow me on social media at N805 Sports, wherever you like to social media. That's at N805 Sports. Have a good evening, everyone.